Check test 1 2. Check test 1 2. We're going to stay on track, and we're going to start right at 7. Everybody in the swoop band can stop playing now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Southern Wesleyan University. My name is Greg, and I'm the band director here. And we are delighted to have a small, yet it's going to be a very action-packed evening of jazz. We have 2 college ensembles, a middle school ensemble, a high school ensemble. We've got it covered all areas. We've got guest soloists. We're going to have just a lot of excitement going on here. I want to let you know, if you're a parent and you're here helping out, we greatly appreciate you coming to watch this program, to be with your kids, and to support this. The whole point of this concert is for our students to be able to hear people play jazz. It's not about how good the band is or how bad the band is. It's an opportunity to play, and the only way one gets better in jazz is by playing jazz. So we're excited that you're here. It's the smallest group we've ever had, but it's going to be probably the best concert because everyone's going to hear everyone. So I will let you know in between the groups, instead of having a group leave and go downstairs to warm up, we're going to let them come on the stage and warm up so they can hear the space. It'll only take a few minutes, and then we'll kick it in. There will be slides up here that tell you what the songs that are being played, the order that they're being played, who the director is. The directors will announce any soloists if they want to. If the kid is great, they may say their name twice, just for kicks. And I'm excited to have a guest soloists and guest members sit in with my band up here. We are the Southern Wesleyan Jazz Ensemble, and we're going to welcome on the stage here. We got more trumpets than I've had most of the time. And we got 2 trombones because they're probably the best in the upstate, these 2 guys right here. And you're going to agree when you hear them. And we've got guest soloists. We got Patrick up here. We got Chris over here. Tell me your first name again. Clay. We got Clay here. What about Clay from JL Man, right? Are you guys excited to see him up there? Yeah, I can tell. Yay. They're very excited to have you here. I'm excited to have you here. This is Chris Mitchell. I'm excited to have Chris here. And are the Anderson boys here already? The Anderson crew? They'll get here eventually. Yeah, they're college people. Yeah, right. So anyway, we're going to do just a couple of numbers up front to warm up the room. Then we're going to turn the program over to Chris Mitchell, the Powdersville Middle School Band. The Anderson University Jazz Ensemble will be here, followed by the JL Man Band, and then we will come back on and play a few more at the very end. But it's 7 o'clock. We will definitely be done by 9, and you will want us to play until about 10. So thank you for coming. I'd like to pray for us before we start. Thank you for being here. Let us pray. Father, thank you for this evening and this opportunity for us to play music together, to experience this gift that you've given to us, the desire to build upon this gift, the opportunity to share this gift, and we are grateful to you for it. I ask that you bless each person here that will be playing tonight, that you will help them do the best they can, and I pray that you are here with every person here to listen, that they will be able to enjoy what is being given to them. And we just thank you for all the things that you give to us each and every day. So be with us as we play and as we sing and just enjoy our time together. And ask these things in Jesus' name. Amen. So we're going to start off with a Beatles tune. Now, I might have to explain something to the band because several people have never played this, which is the other great thing about jazz, is during the middle of this, we don't know what's going to happen with solos. I'm going to point at people, and they're going to have to play. So that's the fun part. But you'll probably recognize this tune. I think it's going to be called Eleanor Rigby, and in a setting perhaps you've never heard. So that was the Beatles. Yes? Everybody recognize the Beatles? The next one is a complete, total, no-name, who knows tune. Nobody knows it, but it's fun, and it kind of rocks and salsas. And it's going to be, again, featuring soloists, which is the standard thing of jazz, is people making stuff up. For those of you who are new to the jazz scene, okay, these guys that just sat down here are sight reading. Why do you have to learn how to sight read? So you can walk in somewhere and play and sit there and listen and play music and have fun, right? They're reading it. It's great. But this next thing is called Salsa Nueva, which means, I guess, new salsa, which is the only kind that I'm going to eat, because old salsa will make you sick. And it's featuring our clarinet player on alto saxophone here at the beginning. So if you're a clarinet player, you should also play saxophone, you should also play flute, and you should also play clarinet really well, and bass clarinet and bassoon. So let's see what happens. Anyway, I don't know what will happen with solos, but I'm going to point at them, and they'll go crazy. The only thing I can promise you is at the end, the two best trombone players in the upstate will be over there fighting it out through the end of the solo. So make sure you give them some love when it's time. Salsa Nueva. Thank you very much. So that was like 1 minute of actually written music and 20 minutes of makeup music. Isn't that great? All right, we're going to move along right now, and you guys are going to leave the stage to your left. You're going to go down the ramp. The Powdersville Middle School, you guys are going to be coming up the stairs on this side, and Mr. Mitchell will help get us in place. So we'll do a little quick transition here. So once again, for those of you who are new to jazz, there are some rules that you have to follow in jazz concerts. If you like something you hear on the stage, it is 100% okay, in fact, much appreciated for you to applaud, even in the middle of the song. If you hear a solo that you like, it's okay to do that. If you hear a lick in the band that you like, it's okay to go, woo, that was great. This is not a passive audience event. We want you to enjoy yourself, to get involved with the music here. Recognize that all these students, I would guess that every one of them goes home at night and listens to several hours of big band jazz on their headphones or on TV, or never listen to jazz, but then go to school and try to do it. If your kid is listening to jazz at home, it's because they're trying to learn a specific art form. And part of that is improvisation, like you just saw with these guys. This, by the way, is the largest group of middle school jazzers on the same stage ever in the history of upstate jazz, so you should be happy with that. And then we're going to be joined on their last tune by the students from Anderson University, so we're going to have the largest jazz band ever assembled in this building at any one time. So next year we'll shoot for a much larger group. But for those of you who are also new, Mr. Mitchell's group, several of these students last week spent a day down at the State Music Convention helping Mr. Mitchell do a presentation for the band directors of the state of South Carolina, demonstrating methods that they use every day in rehearsals to learn how to improvise. And they were a great group. They were very well received. You're going to be amazed at the sound that you're going to hear from these guys. So I'm going to stop talking now, but one other commercial is on the 11th of June through the 15th of June here at Southern Wesleyan, we offer a summer jazz combo camp. If your student likes to learn how to play jazz and likes to play in a combo and you'd like to send them away to camp for a few days here on a very safe campus, you'll be able to hear that from your directors, as well as there'll be things on Facebook. We were just given the go-ahead date last week, so that's why it's not been published yet. But we hope you can encourage your child to come and join us for a few days. It's a lot of fun. And I'm going to turn this over now to Mr. Mitchell and the giant ensemble from the West. Have them go down. Okay. There. And then we'll try to pull some of these chairs out of your way. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, now you are ready to hear these wonderful groups. First, you'll hear Powdersville Middle School, and then these gentlemen and ladies that stepped off will come up from Anderson University, join them on a number, and then we'll conclude their programming. So thank you for watching this setup. It's not exactly as easy as it looks to round up. It's like herding cats, right? but this is going to be great. This is Mr. Chris Mitchell, Pattersville Middle School Jazz Ensemble.
You probably recognize that tune. That was a tune called The Bare Necessities. That featured a ton of our soloists, and I feel so fortunate this year. I think we've got like more students that just love to solo than ever before, and it's awesome. We've been able to discover a lot of things. This group actually was featured at the South Carolina Music Educators Association conference last weekend. We all presented a session on how to teach improvisation in the classroom, and they were absolutely wonderful. I'm so proud to teach them. We actually have a jazz band class in 7th grade and 8th grade that meets every other day, and we just have a really great time. This next tune is, we've been talking about standards and tunes that jazz musicians know, and this is a standard that we've been working on called Take the A Train. This next tune is a piece written by a man that I knew as a concert band composer before I knew he was a jazz composer, and he wrote this really hip tune called Crab Legs that the Powdersville High School Jazz Ensemble played last year, and I was like, man, that's a cool tune. It's going to be a stretch, but I think we could probably do it with middle school. And I read it with the AU Ensemble. I also had the privilege of leading the Anderson University Night Ensemble on Wednesday nights, and I was like, it'd be cool to just combine our groups and give my middle schoolers an opportunity to play with some college musicians, which would be kind of cool. So we're gonna play this funky tune by Jay Chataway called Crab Legs.
How about another round of applause for Pottersville Middle School, ladies and gentlemen? The amazing Chris Mitchell. We're going to take off about 300 stands and chairs on the right, and then we're going to bring the other ensemble back up here. So it'll take just a second.
On stage now is the Anderson University Jazz Ensemble. We're going to go ahead and play a tune called Night in Tunisia. We're going to slow things down a little bit and feature our vocalist, Belle Looney, on a tune called Fever.
much I love you. Never knew how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get the fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, and fever all through the night. Sun lights up the daytime, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name. You know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever when you kiss me, fever when you hold me tight, fever in the morning, and fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is something you all know. Fever isn't such a new thing, fever started long ago. Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, he said, "Daddy, please don't you dare." He gives me fever with his kisses, fever when he holds me tight, fever, I'm his missus. Oh, Daddy, won't you treat him right? Listen to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks are born to give you fever, be it Fahrenheit or centigrade. They give you fever with his kisses, fever when you live and learn, fever till you sizzle. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. What a lovely way to burn. Get the fever. What a lovely way to burn.
Thank you all so much. We're going to wrap things up with kind of a New Orleans shuffle called I Found a New Baby.
about another round of applause for Anderson University? We are delighted to welcome back for our second year the folks from J.L. Mann High School. We're going to get them up here on the stage and get this set up for you. Take just a couple of minutes and we'll be ready to go.
Hey everybody, we're the Jailman High School Jazz Ensemble. I got to say, I'm really proud of the effort that we've done this year. We actually only meet once every week on Mondays, so if there happens to be a holiday, we don't meet that week. If there happens to be something PTA related, we don't meet that week. And we actually don't even start rehearsing until after marching band season is over. So what we've got here basically is we've had, I don't know, what, 6 rehearsals maybe? I think about 6 rehearsals that we've had. So really what we've been doing this year is focusing on standards. So we're going to do 3 tunes that probably everybody here, even if you aren't a jazz fan, has at least heard. But we are actually doing for the most part, the original versions of them. So I don't know if once we put the songs up there, the very first tune we're doing is Take the A Train, done by the Duke Ellington Orchestra. This actually is the arrangement that was the Lincoln Center arrangement we got from Wynton Marsalis. That actually is the original one that Duke Ellington performed. It even has a violin part, although unfortunately we don't have a violinist. So we're just going to go ahead and go with what we've got. Kind of special band here. We also have, for high school, it's not very usual to have flutes and clarinets and a French horn. So we've got a great middle section here filling us out. But we're going to go ahead and get started. This is Duke Ellington's Take the A Train. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We're going to keep things moving pretty quick here. The next tune we're going to do is another very standard classic jazz big band tune. This is actually All of Me by the Count Basie Orchestra. So over the last couple of years, I've had someone who's come in and helped just about every single week. And so he's wanted to do a tune for a while. And this is a tune that everybody has done ad nauseum. So this is actually a different arrangement of the same tune. The tune is Sing, 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 but rather than the very, 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 very famous one that's been played many, many, many times. This is actually an arrangement by an LA arranger, Gordon Goodwin of Gordon Goodwin's Big Fat Band. This is Sing, 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 and Mr. Clay Hinton is going to be directing this for us. Thank you very much. I think Southern Wesleyan University is back up after this, so thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great night.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. How about another hand for the J.L. Mann High School Jazz Ensemble? Woo! We got one more band we're going to play for you. And we're, again, going to feature some of our clinicians, some of our directors to come up here and play for the kids because that's what you want to hear. So we've got some tunes for you. This first thing is called Pickles. And then we're going to do a slower thing called Stolen Moments. And then we're going to finish up with a song that I forgot the title of, but I'll tell you when we get there. Thank you guys for coming out. It's you think, wow, it's so long we've been here. We've been playing for just an hour and a half, no intermissions, but you get to clap and carry on during the show. So thank you for being here. We're going to do a couple more again. We're going to bring Chris Mitchell back up here to play with us, and Patrick is going to come to play with us some. and we're looking forward to it. Thanks again, and we'll crank up in just a minute. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a college band warm-up. Yeah? Our first tune is a piece called Pickles. It was written by a guy named Stephen Wright. Or, sorry, not Stephen Wright. It was Stephen Wright. There's also a comedian by the same name. He lives up in Minnesota, and the second year we did our summer jazz camp here, he was our clinician. And I heard his music when I was in high school listening to records that were sent out by publishing companies to promote their music. And I found him 30 years later. So this tune is called Pickles. It's a straight-ahead swinger. It's going to feature several soloists, and hope you enjoy this. So we're going to do one last one. Probably would be appropriate to do them really soft and quiet to send you out all peaceful and relaxed. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go faster than we should. We're going to do a mix between swing and funk. So it's kind of like hip hop. We're going to make Mr. Mitchell play something he's never seen before because it just says rests on the page. But it's the whole first chorus, solo, saxophone, and then we're going to jump into other things and point at people and make them solo. This is a great fun tune. It's called Sister Sadie. It's going to be, again, faster than needs to be, and we want you to be careful when you drive home after this because you might be a little pumped up and drive a little too fast. This is Sister Sadie. Thank you guys so much for coming out, for the wonderful bands we've had come join us tonight, and anybody that's left from Anderson University, thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed yourself. This is Sister Sadie.
Bye.